name's Melinda Sable, and I'll be leading Fullerton's 4-H sewing project this year. I have a handout and an email to let you know what's on your supply list, but I thought in case you have any questions, we're all busy, so instead of having one extra meeting, I thought we'd try to go a little high-tech, save some time, and make your shopping trip really efficient. So, going down the list of what's on your supply list, the first thing on there is a pin cushion. You can get this cushiony kind, or you can get the magnet. I prefer this kind. It's a little cheaper, but also if you're traveling back and forth in the car and this is rolling around in the trunk, your pins will stay nice and secure. And a word about pins, it's really worth it, and I require everyone to get these ball-headed pins. They are easier to hold, you're less likely to drop them, and when inevitably you do drop one, they're a lot easier to find. So they're a really good idea, and you'll be glad you paid a little bit more for them, and they're cute. And you'll need a fabric tape measure and a seam gauge. This is really handy for making sure that you're measuring, for instance, a hemline, and to know that they're nice and even and straight. This seam ripper you'll be using a lot in the beginning. I think of this as kind of like a sewing eraser. If you do some stitching and it was not the way you wanted it to be, this can very carefully cut the threads so that you can re-sew and save your piece. And even though you have scissors around the house, everyone's going to have to buy a new pair of scissors that are just for fabric, because you want to have a nice clean sharp edge so that you can cut the fabric nice and straight. And everyone should have their own scissors. Everyone should have their own supplies, because we'll all be working simultaneously and we don't have a lot of time for our meetings, so we want to be efficient. So everyone should have their own kit. Most of these items you can get in a kit. I saw one kit for about $7.50. They can be between $8 and $10. But if you do get that kit, you probably will have to get these pins separately. Some optionals you might want a needle threader and a thimble. The thimble might actually get in your way if you're a beginner. And you'll want a scrap piece of fabric so that when you're testing out to make sure your stitch length is correct, or you're learning a new hand stitch, practicing. This is like a old pillowcase, and then contrasting thread so you can see your stitch work. If you have any questions, you can give me a call or email me. And these are all of the sewing supplies you'll need. I'll get a different video. The next video will explain the fabrics and the notions that you'll have to buy for the project.